Okay, so my first question is, tell me more about you, your biography. Who are you?
I'm Hakob Asatryan. I'm a chief editor of Armenian European Magazine, which is publishing in Prague, in Czech Republic, last 20 years. And for Armenians living in Europe, this magazine we are publishing usually in Armenian, but only 4 pages in Czech. Yes, I was born in Armenia, in Vanadzor, third city of Armenia, and I was graduate 3 years in Armenian State University, Yerevan State University, Armenian Philology, and after that I continue my studying in Moscow State University, Faculty of Journalism, and I graduated Moscow State University. After that I returned to Armenia, and I was working in one of the first independent newspapers in Armenia, Ask Daily. And after 8 years working for Ask Daily and the Radio Free Europe Russian service, and different magazines also, we moved to Prague because my wife was working in Radio Free Europe Armenian service in Prague. And I started to publish this magazine, and now 20 years I'm there, and I have why I am here now in Bulgaria, because I have a very big project about Armenians in Europe, and I'm writing in each issue. I'm writing a big article about the Armenians in that country, in European Union, about history, about organizations, about the youth, about the future, and such things. And now I should write about Armenians in Bulgaria.
Okay, so what do you plan to write about Armenians in Bulgaria? What's your thoughts about this?
This is the second day that I'm in Sofia. I'm planning also to be in Varna, in Burgas, and in Plovdiv. I already had some interviews with head of organizations and famous Armenians here, painters, musicians, teachers, and young generation also, to see how is the future of this community, what they are thinking about the Armenians in Bulgaria.
Tell me more about your country, about Armenia.
Armenia?
Yeah.
Yes,
I know that it's a difficult task.
Armenia, it's a very interesting country. Armenia has a very big and old history. First Christian country in the world. We have lots of churches, beautiful nature, Lake Sevan, and very famous Armenians in Armenia and in abroad also. Very delicious Armenian kitchen, cuisine, and very beautiful places that tourists can come and see.
Okay, you mentioned the tourists. Can you describe or can you mention some of these interest places which will be for interest for the Bulgarian tourists when visited Armenia?
First of all, our churches in Gerard.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, and in Noravang and in Tatev also. Also Lake Sevan, nature in Lori region, very beautiful in Dilijan, for example, in Sanahin, in Havartsin, in Stepanovan also. Also, you can try Armenian cognac in factory of Ararat. Of course, if you want to have some souvenirs, you should go to the vernissage in Yerevan and buy some unique souvenirs from Armenia. Of course, for first country, Christian country, you should also visit to Echmiadzin to see the place, and also Khorvirab, and to see the view of Ararat Marsh. A lot of things I don't know now. What can I...
Okay, it depends from the interests.
Yeah.
Okay, what we as the Bulgarians don't
But
know...
also Cascade, Gafesyan Museum, very interesting. Contemporary art from all of the world, from Gafesyan collection, very interesting.
What we as the Bulgarians don't know about you, about Armenians people, about your country?
It's very difficult to answer this question because there are very different Bulgarians. There are Bulgarians who knows everything, and there are Bulgarians who didn't know even if we are Christian or Muslim.
Okay, let's say the ordinary Bulgarians, according to you.
Ordinary Bulgarians, I don't know, for me, very difficult. It will be very easy to answer Armenians who are living here in Bulgaria because they knows usually which kind of questions asking them Bulgarians.
Okay, tell me more about...
For example, I can say for Czechs, what they don't know, even until last maybe 5 years, they can ask you, are you Muslim or are you Christian?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
And sometimes, yes, sometimes. And also they know only, for example, Kim Kardashian or some songs which are not very popular in Armenian diaspora but very popular in the world. It depends which generation.
I see. Tell me more about Yavorov. Is Yavorov popular in your country? What Armenians know about this famous Bulgarian poet?
I think so. There are some school by Yavorov in Yerevan.
Yes, it's true.
And I know about him when I visited first time 30 years ago Bulgaria, Sofia, and I saw and my Bulgarian friends told me about him, and they showed me this poem about Armenians, and after that I read also in Armenian, and I think so. I couldn't say that all Armenians know about Yavorov because it's not a very big cultural programs in Armenian television about the foreign poets about Armenians or such things. We have books, but it's not enough. I think we need more promotion of foreign writers, poets who supported Armenian culture or who wrote about Armenia.
Okay. There is another lady from a Bulgarian origin, Tsvetana Paskaleva. I think she's also very popular in Armenia.
Yes, she's very popular because she's one of my friends also.
Tell me more about her.
No. She is a hero, I will say. Not hero of Armenia, but also hero of journalism. Because what can I say? Tsvetana did oral history of Armenian Armenian war in Artsakh, in Nahorno-Karabakh, and oral history of that heroes who struggling there. And for example, now we have lots of films, lots of interviews which only did Tsvetana. And also I will mention that she have now also have a very good program in Armenian television about the different topics of Nagorno-Karabakh war, about the heroes, about their destiny, and about the different stories. It's very interesting. And also she is participating in different conferences around the world.
If you have 1 minute to tell something to the Bulgarian people, what will you say?
Aste običam. I will say Bulgarians because I have a very good friends, more than 30 years, Bulgarian friends, and I will say I never imagined that sometimes they are Bulgarians because we are very close friends, and sometimes they need I'm Bulgarian, sometimes I think that they are Armenians.